Say, do you know how to say mm-hmm? Well, say mm-hmm right after me in this song, and if I say something else like oh ho, why you say oh ho too. Frog went a-courtin', he did ride, like that. Frog went a-courtin' and he did ride, sword and pistol by his side, Now I'm not gonna say it, from now on you have to. He rode up to Miss Mousie's door, He rode up to Miss Mousie's door, gave 3 raps and a very loud roar, Said he, Miss Mouse, are you within? Oh ho! Said he, Miss Mouse, are you within? Yes, kind sir, I sit and spin, He took Miss Mousie on his knee. He took Miss Mousie on his knee. Said, Miss Mousie, will you marry me? Oh ho! Well, without my Uncle Rat's consent, Without my Uncle Rat's consent, I would not marry the president. Well, Uncle Rat laughed and shook his fat sides, Well, Uncle Rat laughed and shook his fat sides to think that his niece would be a bride. Ha ha! Uncle Rat went a-running down to town, Uncle Rat went a-running down to town to buy his niece a wedding gown, Well, where will the wedding supper be? Where will the wedding supper be? Way down yonder in a hollow tree. And what will the wedding supper be? What will the wedding supper be? A fried mosquito and a black-eyed peas. And first come in was a flying moth. First come in was a flying moth. She laid out the tablecloth. And next to come in was a juny old bug. Come bum. Next come in was a juny bug carrying a big water jug. Well, next to come in was a bumblebee bee. Next come in was a bumblebee bee balancing a fiddle on his knee. And next come in was a broken back flea. Next come in was a broken back flea, and he danced a jig with a bumblebee bee. Next come in was Mrs. Cow. Now next come in was Mrs. Cow. She tried to dance, but she didn't know how. Next come in was a little black tick. Next come in was a little black tick, and he ate so much he made himself sick. Next to come in was Dr. Fly. Next come in was Dr. Fly. Said, Miss Tick, you'll surely die. Next come in was a big black snake. Next come in was a big black snake. Ate up all of the wedding cake. And next come in was an old gray cat. Next come in was an old gray cat, swallowed the mouse and ate up the rat. And Mr. Frog went a-hopping over the brook. Mr. Frog went a-hopping up the brook, and a lily white duck come and swallowed him up. Now a little piece of cornbread laying on the shelf. Little piece of cornbread laying on the shelf. If you want any more, you can sing it yourself.